The world is silent, but a hidden light flickers toward a secret. One woman, without crown or army, is about to unlock the secrets of the atom. She will become the first person in history to win 2 Nobel Prizes. In her hands, small glass containers glow faintly. Fearless curiosity drives her. This moment is not just for science. It will change how humanity sees matter, energy, life, and death. In the late 19th century, the world was standing at a strange crossroads. Industry was rising, cities were growing, smoke filled the air, railways connected nations, electric light began to chase away darkness. Science was advancing, yet it was still bound by old beliefs. Atoms were considered solid, unchanging. Energy was a vague concept. Medicine treated symptoms, but rarely the root cause. Women were largely excluded from serious science. Universities closed their doors. If allowed in, they were ignored, dismissed, or pushed aside. The idea of a woman leading a major discovery seemed impossible. In Eastern Europe, under foreign rule, opportunities were even more limited. In Poland, education in Polish language and culture was restricted. Young learners had to study in secret. Knowledge itself was considered dangerous. Into this world, Marie Curie was born. Hardship and loss shaped her early years. Her family valued education deeply, even when systems worked against them. From a young age, she understood that knowledge was not mere information, it was survival. It was freedom. It was a weapon against limits imposed by society. Her childhood was marked by tragedy. Disease stole loved ones. Money was scarce. Responsibility came early. Yet, alongside pain, a hunger to learn grew, a determination to understand the hidden laws of the universe. She studied while others slept. She read while others rested. Her mind was trained to endure difficulty, not for ease, but for discovery. In a time when women were expected to accept narrow roles, she refused to shrink her ambitions. She dreamed of becoming a scientist. She dreamed of crossing borders. She dreamed of reaching places where ideas could grow freely. That dream led her to Paris, not in comfort, not in luxury, but in poverty. She lived in cold, small rooms. Hunger often visited. She studied under weak light. Her clothes were thin, her body exhausted, yet her mind was alive. In the great halls of French universities, she finally entered a world where science was taken seriously. Often, she was the only woman in the room. She faced doubt and isolation, yet found access to knowledge previously closed. She studied physics and mathematics. She pushed beyond limits. Respect was earned not through charm, but through precision, discipline, and brilliance. During this time, her path crossed with another scientist, not a prince, not a patron, a man who shared her love for discovery. Together, they formed one of history's most famous scientific partnerships. But at the beginning, there was no fame, only long hours, simple equipment, and endless curiosity. A new discovery by other scientists revealed strange energy emissions from certain materials. Not heat, not light, but something mysterious. Many treated it as a curiosity. Marie Curie saw a door into a hidden world. She studied these emissions carefully, measured them, tested different materials. She noticed something shocking. Some substances were far more active than others, more energetic, more powerful. The energy was not external. It came from within the atoms themselves. This idea was revolutionary. It challenged basic understandings of matter. Working in a poor laboratory, often like a shed, she and her partner processed tons of raw material by hand, stirring, boiling, filtering, repeating endlessly. Their hands burned, lungs filled with dust. They did not know how dangerous their work was. From this labor came the discovery of new elements, elements that glowed in the dark, released enormous energy. These discoveries were announced to the world. The scientific community was stunned. A woman working with limited resources had uncovered forces hidden within matter. Physics changed. Chemistry changed. Atomic energy was born. Recognition did not come easily. In a male-dominated world, her role was often minimized. Her partner received more open praise. Committees hesitated. Institutions doubted. Yet the truth could not be ignored. The work was too important. The evidence too strong. Finally, the first major international recognition arrived. one of the highest honors in science, an award given to those who changed how humanity understands the universe. For the first time in history, a woman was included, not for charity, not for symbolism, but for real, world-changing science. This moment shattered expectations. It sent a signal to the world. Brilliance belongs to no single gender. Discovery asks for no permission. But success did not bring comfort. Tragedy returned. Her partner died suddenly in an accident. In one instant, she lost the love of her life, her scientific companion, her emotional support, her daily collaborator. The grief was deep, the pain heavy. Many would have stopped. Many would have withdrawn. She did not. She returned to the laboratory. She continued the work alone. This was another turning point, not only in her career, but in the story of science itself. She became the first woman to hold a major teaching position at a leading university in France. She stood before students not as a symbol, but as a leader in her field. Her work expanded. She isolated pure forms of the new elements, studied their properties in detail, proved that these elements were not mere curiosities. They were powerful tools. Doctors began to see new possibilities. These energies could destroy diseased tissue, target tumors, treat forms of cancer that were once death sentences. A new field was born: radiation therapy, nuclear physics, modern medical imaging. The glowing substances from her laboratory began to move into hospitals, clinics, and research centers. Lives were saved, treatments transformed. But there was a dark side. At that time, few understood the long-term dangers of radiation. She carried glowing materials in her pockets, handled them with bare hands, stored them with little protection. The same energy that could heal could also destroy. Slowly, silently, her health began to suffer. Fatigue, pain, illness. Yet she continued. The world saw her as a scientific hero, but she also faced jealousy, attacks, and scandal. Some questioned her personal life. Some tried to discredit her. Some tried to push her out of institutions. Yet she endured. She let her work speak. Then something extraordinary happened. She received the highest scientific honor again. This time not shared. This time for a different field. She became the only person in history to win this honor in two separate scientific disciplines. This was not just personal achievement. It was a signal to the world. Her work stood at the center of modern science. By now, her discoveries were shaping physics, chemistry, medicine, and industry. Her research influenced how energy was understood, how atoms were viewed, how diseases were treated. When war came to Europe, she did not hide in academic halls. She took her knowledge to the front, created mobile medical units using radiation to locate bullets and shrapnel in wounded soldiers. She trained technicians, drove vehicles herself, brought science directly into the chaos of war to save lives. Thousands of soldiers were treated more effectively because of her efforts. She did not see science as for elites only. She saw it as a tool to reduce suffering. But the cost was high. Years of exposure took their toll. Her body absorbed damage that could not be undone. The same invisible forces she had revealed were now slowly destroying her from within. In her later years, she was weaker, sicker, more tired. Yet her mind remained sharp. Her dedication remained strong. She continued to support research, inspire new generations, stand as proof that determination could break barriers. When she finally passed away, the cause was linked to long-term radiation exposure. The work that changed the world had also taken her life. Yet even after her death, her legacy did not fade. Her notebooks remained radioactive. Her laboratory equipment was dangerous to handle. Her discoveries continued to influence new technologies. The modern world is built on principles she helped uncover: nuclear energy, medical imaging, cancer treatment, atomic theory. Hospitals around the globe use tools that exist because of her work. Scientists continue to build on the foundations she laid. displayed. Her story is not just about awards. It is about sacrifice, endurance, the cost of pushing into the unknown. She changed how humanity understands matter itself. She opened doors that could never be closed again. Her life also changed how society sees women in science. She proved that leadership and discovery belongs to those willing to endure, think deeply, and work tirelessly. Her name became a symbol, not just of intelligence, but of courage. Courage to study when forbidden, courage to persist when dismissed, courage to continue when grieving, courage to face danger without fully understanding it. Her legacy is complex. It includes healing and harm, hope and risk, life-saving treatments and deadly technologies. She did not control how future generations would use atomic knowledge. She opened the door. Humanity chose how to walk through it. Today, when we look at glowing medical screens, advanced cancer therapies, and powerful energy sources, we are seeing echoes of that small laboratory. We are seeing the results of hands stained by chemicals, long nights, silent determination. Her story reminds us that progress is not free. Every breakthrough carries a price. Every discovery changes not only the world, but the person who makes it. Marie Curie began as a poor student in cold, dim rooms. She became a force that reshaped science itself. She did not seek glory. She sought understanding. And in that search, she gave humanity a new way to see the universe. Her life stands as a quiet reminder that one mind, one stubborn will, one refusal to accept limits can change the destiny of the world. Long after laboratory lights go out, long after glass containers stop glowing, her influence remains. Not as a ghostly light in a dark room, but as a permanent spark in human knowledge. If you want to uncover more untold stories of history and legendary figures who shaped our world, make sure to subscribe for more in-depth documentaries.